Saturday, our series on stopwatches and timing and what you should be looking for. Today, we're going to be talking about hog to hog times. So what is timing hog to hog? Hog to hog is timing the speed of the ice. And what I mean by that is no matter who has thrown the rock, by the time it reaches the first hog line, it's been released and therefore is under no further control by the athlete. And we stop the time at the near hog line. And so that gives us an interval, again, just like our split times, it's another interval time. And that tells us the speed of the ice because the rock, other than having some brushing, is running unencumbered by any added momentum by the athlete. So just to clarify, I was referring to myself when I was talking about timing as if I was the brush holder, so either the vice or the skip in the house. And I was talking about starting the time at the far hog line, meaning the hog line where the athletes delivered the rock from, and stopping it at the one closest to me. But this is a system that can be used by anybody on the team or anybody on the opposition. If you're an opposing player, timing the travel time between the two hog lines gives you an excellent read on what weight you should be ready to throw, especially if you're coming down the same path. So this is something that all 8 players can use. Actually, if you're the thrower, it's going to be really hard, so don't try that. So any of the other players can use the hog-to-hog system to get an idea of how fast or slow the rock is traveling, and therefore how fast or slow the ice is. Okay, so what are the different numbers that you might see while you're using this hog-to-hog system? Some teams will time all of the rocks hog to hog, and they'll talk about it in reference to even a takeout. And you might hear them say, throw 9 seconds, throw 10 seconds, throw 11 seconds. And that again is the distance, the length of time it takes the rock to travel the distance between the rock lines. Just like with split times, the higher the number, the longer it takes, and therefore the slower the rock is moving. So a 10-second, an 11-second hit is a very controlled, normal weight takeout. Anything higher than that, 9, 8, that's like your peel weight, and anything lower than that would be something like a backline, hog, or hack, or forward weight takeouts. For draws, the number's higher because the rock's traveling slower. So for a lot of ice, especially the ice here at our club, you're going to see hog to hog time somewhere in a 14 to 15 range. Starting off, the ice will be a bit slower as we break in that pebble, and the rocks will be traveling somewhere probably around a 13 and a half, but as the rocks travel and more people are brushing and there's more foot traffic and the pebble gets worn down, that speed will increase and you'll see it moving up and up and up. And again, if everybody on the team is taking this interval time, it's a great way to remind the player in the hack whether they're in a fresh path or a worn-in path and what their speed they need to throw is. Okay, so just like everything on a curling team, the better you're able to communicate this system back and forth between your players, the more chances you'll have to successfully make shots. So often, if you'll see watching curling on TV, you may hear the person, the actual broom holder, say, especially when it's a draw shot, as the rock's coming across the hog line, 14 and a half. And that's just another indication to the brushers that that time is in the range that they're looking for and to finish and get the rock into the perfect placement in the house. So it's a great system. It needs to be practiced. It needs to be talked about on your team because if you're the only one doing it, it might not provide the information to the other players. It might just be confusing. So if you need to, come out, talk to one of our teaching staff, and we'd be happy to explain it further.